Good morning, everyone, on this Wednesday of the 15th week in Ordinary Time. And we're continuing our reading in the book of Exodus. We're in chapter 3, verses 1 through 6, and then verses 9 through 12. Moses was tending the flock of his father-in-law, Jethro, the priest of Midian. Leading the flock across the desert, he came to Horeb, the mountain of God. There an angel of the Lord appeared to him in fire flaming out of a bush. As they looked on, he was surprised to see that the bush, though on fire, was not consumed. So Moses decided, I must go over to look at this remarkable sight and see why the bush is not burned. When the Lord saw him coming over to look at it more closely, God called out to him from the bush, Moses, Moses. He answered, Here am I. God said, Come no nearer. Remove the sandals from your feet, for the place where you stand is holy ground. I am the God of your father. He continued, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. The cry of the children of Israel has reached me, and I have truly noted that the Egyptians are oppressing them. Come now. I will send you to Pharaoh to lead my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. But Moses said to God, Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and lead the children of Israel out of Egypt? He answered, I will be with you, and this shall be your proof that it is I who have sent you. When you bring my people out of Egypt, you will worship God on this very mountain. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Well, as we've seen that God is working his way of bringing liberation to his people, keeping them safe. The Pharaoh wants to destroy the people, but God is behind the scenes working. People are free to do whatever their decisions are, but that doesn't mean that God does not care about his creation. It is his creation and his workmanship of bringing salvation through the Israelites. So he chooses Moses, and this is an important choice that is made here at the mountain of Horeb. It's an important one for Moses personally to know that God has called him. No one else has. God has called him in spite of what he had done. We read about that yesterday, that God has chosen him to do it. There's also something else that's kind of interesting, the manifestation of God in a local way. It's in this burning bush. Yes, God is everywhere. He transcends all. But he comes very specifically in this particular place as a burning bush. And out of it comes his voice to Moses. It's important to note that personalness of God, that he comes in person towards him. Obviously, that we don't see a person, but we hear the voice of him, speaking obviously in the language that Moses can understand. And that he says, I will be with you, the promise of his presence that will go before him in this task that Moses is about to take on. It's important to note that we, by our baptism, have been baptized into Christ. And that Christ, because of this, we are prophet, priest, and king in Christ. And what our task, whatever vocation we may have in life, let's be faithful to it and listen to the voice of the Good Shepherd. Stay safe, folks. Hopefully we see each other soon. Bye for now.